Hello and welcome to Jigsaw. Right, we're having part 2 today of how to make some bags, but this time instead of using felt like we did in part 1, I'm going to show you how to make some lovely little bags using material like so. Now these are a little bit trickier because we have to ensure that they're strong and sturdy and that the material doesn't fray, whereas with felt the material automatically doesn't fray, so they're a bit simpler. These are a bit more tricky, but I'll explain it step by step. Right, for one of these, a nice small bag could be used as a glasses case or pencils, all sorts of things. You would need two pieces of material, both of them 44 centimetres long and 13 centimetres wide. So I've got 2 pieces of material there, and they go together so the pattern side is together. Right, and what you need to do is sew all the way around the edge, leaving just a little gap so that we can turn it through. Okay, so these again are 44 centimetres long and 13 centimetres wide. Right, so here's one that I did earlier. So I've sewn it all the way around from there to the end and down this side, and I've left a gap at the bottom. So now I'm just going to show you what we do. We turn it through so that we've got the right side showing. There we are, nearly done. Might actually be a good idea with the corners if you just put not the sharp end of the pencil, not the lead end, but the other end of the pencil, just to get your corners through, because sometimes they're a little bit tricky to push through. You need to do some quite neat stitching for this. Obviously, if you have access to a sewing machine, you can use a sewing machine, but I've done these all by hand, all hand sewn. Right, so then you have your nice strip, nice and flat. Now this end, and again, I'm not going to show you now because it'll take a little while. You just fold it in, and with some really neat stitching, just stitch on top this seam there. Just give it a nice little sew along, small stitches, and then you have your nice strip. Now once you've got your strip, all we do is work out that comes up like that. This bit will have been stitched in, and that flaps over like so. So there you have your pouch, and like we did with the felt pouch, you need to sew it down the sides. So here's the one that I've done. So I've sewn all the way down the side, along the bottom, and all the way down that side, leaving a gap to put in whatever I'm going to put in. Right, and it's the same principle as it was with these felt bags. You can sew a button on there, some ribbon on there, and that can tie round like so. So this one does involve a little bit more sewing, but it makes it nice and strong, and it stops any fraying. Now I've also made a slightly bigger one, which is perfect for a little clutch bag, for some makeup, or it could be to hold a notebook and a pen, anything like that. The size of this, the material that I started with, was 48 centimetres long, and the width was 24 centimetres wide. And again, you just cut 2 like we did of these, put the right sides together, and I did the same thing. I sewed all the way round. If you are in doubt of what size to do, again, like I think I previously said, you can get a piece of paper, try folding it up and work out what size it comes to. You might think, this is a little bit wide, so we can cut it down. Just draw a line, cut it down, and that gives you a little template. Then all you would do is cut out 2 of these pieces to make the bag that you want. Please show us your pictures. We look forward to seeing them. Thank you. Bye.